The ground shall shake, cities shall fall. Mountains shall crumble, and nations shall call. But out of the darkness, a new light shall shine. A world reborn, stronger, and truly divine. This is Nostradamus' quatrain about the natural disaster earthquake, which just hit Turkey and Syria a few days ago. Have you ever heard the name of Nostradamus? This enigmatic character was a French seer who gained notoriety in the 16th century by penning a number of cryptic quatrains that some believe contain the secret to foretelling the future. The whole world is praying for Turkey, with the death toll increasing by the minute in the catastrophic earthquake. Historically, this country had often suffered from many massive earthquakes due to its special geographical position on tectonic plates with many faults. When studying this devastating natural disaster, we find the prophecy that was given by Nostradamus centuries ago, which came especially true to the recent Turkey earthquake. This terrifying prediction can take anyone by surprise and then scare them because of its accuracy. Some people wonder if it is really a prophecy, or a curse. How could this French mystic make such an accurate prediction of an event that occurred hundreds of years after his death? Let us now take a deeper look into Nostradamus's prophecy about the Turkey earthquake disaster. In a world troubled by natural disasters, earthquakes start to happen more frequently and more violently. Cities are completely destroyed, and entire nations are thrown into disarray. The Syria-Turkey once proud metropolises are now nothing but ruins. The ground shall shake, cities shall fall. Mountains shall crumble, and nations shall call. The ground of Turkey shook, the city of Kahramanmaraş tumbled, and mountains trembled, as Nostradamus foretold in his quatrains. His prophecies were received with mistrust, but now everyone can clearly see that he was right. Humanity is striving to survive in a destroyed world. The earthquake in Turkey is a proof showing that Nostradamus's prophecies come true to Turkey. About 98% of Turkey's territory is prone to earthquakes, and about a third of the country is at high risk. Most of Turkey is located on the Anatolian tectonic plate, between two large tectonic plates including the Eurasian, African and the small Arab plate. As the African plate gets larger and the Arab plate shifts, Turkey is squeezed. At the same time, the Eurasian plate impedes any northward shift. Thus, Turkey lies on several fault lines which are almost like a buttoned shirt being stretched. When one button comes off, the pressure goes to the next, making it more likely to be shaken and come apart. In particular, the North Anatolian Fault, where the Anatolian and Eurasian tectonic plates intersect, is believed to be the most destructive fault line, running from southern Istanbul to northeastern Turkey. At the same time, the East Anatolian Fault line extends 650 kilometers from the eastern plateau of Turkey to the Mediterranean. From there, it turns south and meets the northern end of the Great Rift System, separating the African and Arabian tectonic plates. For the above reasons, Turkey has suffered damage from earthquakes many times. However, the country is not yet prepared to cope. Some buildings, including the one in Istanbul, the most modern and developed city, do not meet earthquake safety standards. That's why this country was destroyed by the 7.8 magnitude earthquake, which is said to emit an amount of energy equivalent to about 32 atomic bombs of Hiroshima. Just like how the dinosaurs were destroyed tens of millions of years ago, after the meteorite collided with the Earth and caused a 10-magnitude earthquake, the Earth's atmosphere was enveloped by smoke and the tsunami destroyed flora, causing food scarcity. After this disaster, food and water are getting harder to be found as the earthquakes continue to devastate the Earth. As humans struggle to protect the few remaining resources, panic and violence engulfed the last vestiges of civilization. Due to the ruthless might of Mother Nature, the once proud nations of the world have been reduced to the status of ghost towns. Some people are still optimistic in the midst of the chaos and damage. According to Nostradamus, a stronger and more resilient world will rise from the ruins of this catastrophe. Out of the gloom, a new light shall shine, a world reborn, stronger and holy, he writes in his quatrains. We all know that with so many survivors of earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, hope is the only thing they can do right now. They must stay calm so that they can take care of their loved ones, and must not let hope go away, even a little. As the death toll is expected to continue rising to more than 20,000, may you please join us today and pray for all those affected by the Turkey-Syria earthquakes. May the emergency personnel be sustained in their care of the injured and in the ongoing relief efforts by the divine gifts of fortitude and perseverance. Lord, at times such as this, when we realize that the ground beneath our feet is not as solid as we had imagined, we plead for your mercy. As the things we have built crumble about us, we know too well how small we truly are on this ever-changing, ever-moving, fragile planet we call home. Yet you have promised never to forget us. Do not forget us now. Today, so many people are afraid. They wait in fear of the next tremor. They hear the cries of the injured amid the rubble. They roam the streets in shock at what they see. And they fill the dusty air with wails of grief and the names of missing dead. Comfort them, Lord, in this disaster. Be their rock when the earth refuses to stand still, and shelter them under your wings when homes no longer exist. Embrace in your arms those who died so suddenly this day. Console the hearts of those who mourn, and ease the pain of bodies on the brink of death. Pierce, too, our hearts with compassion, we who watch from afar, as the poorest on this side of the earth find only misery upon misery. Move us to act swiftly this day, to give generously every day, to work for justice always, and to pray unceasingly for those without hope. And once the shaking has ceased, the images of destruction have stopped filling the news, and our thoughts return to life's daily rumblings, let us not forget that we are all your children and they, our brothers and sisters. We are all the work of your hands, for though the mountains leave their place and the hills be tossed to the ground, your love shall never leave us, and your promise of peace will never be shaken. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Blessed be the name of the Lord, now and forever. Amen.